Good evening. Welcome to Pro Talk Elite. As you can tell, my co-host Jesse DeAngelis cannot be with us tonight. He had a back injury. Jesse, on behalf of the channel and everybody else, we wish you a speedy recovery. Hope we get to see you soon. Now, last time I posted a video, I posted a very simple video about my future of WWE, and I put out a challenge to my friend Paul, and to see what he came up with was great. Now, Paul, there's going to be a lot of things I disagree with you about. We're going to talk about that when Jesse can join us, and we can go into that a little bit deeper. The one thing I wanted to talk to you about, both of us being NBA fans, you being a Nets fan, me being a Sixers fan, we have some kind of kindred spirit there. But I disagree with you on one thing. You blame the NBA for only promoting Jordan. And as much as I want to agree with you, you're wrong. The NBA didn't just promote Jordan. They did promote Penny. They did promote Shaq. They did promote Scotty to an extent. You know, they promoted Sean Kemp and Gary Payton. They did promote that. However, it's not the NBA's fault. You're missing at the dark hand there. You're missing at the third party. It wasn't just the NBA. It wasn't just the horrendous broadcast companies that would just only play Bulls games. It was Nike. You're missing the third one. You're missing Nike. It was Nike that did it all. Because every time you turned around on a TV and you watched something in the 90s that involved the NBA, it was Nike. And Nike promoted their man, Jumpman, Jordan himself, number 23. So you're missing it there. As much as I agree with you, yes, the NBA didn't do that. Didn't do any help for that. What are you gonna do when your let's say best sponsorship has its best player, and his best player is winning 6 championships at the time? Now, you go into the thing about how the ratings dropped off after the 1998 NBA Finals going into the 99-2000 season. The 99-2000 season was a good season, but the finals were the Knicks versus the Spurs. With a Knicks team that nobody wanted to watch, and a Spurs team that set the trend for being boring. I'm not saying that the Spurs are boring, but when people talk about Spurs basketball, unless you like team basketball, it's not really flashy. So there you go. I remember that NBA Finals. That was the first NBA Finals I actually really paid attention to because Jordan wasn't in it. You know, and I won my first bet in that Finals. You know, the fact that the Knicks didn't deserve to be in that Finals, and the Spurs had a very emerging Tim Duncan, and the Admiral was coming to the end of his run. So as a basketball fan, it was fun to watch. If you were a star fan, though, if you were a friend of the superstar, you didn't watch it. And that's what it is. That's what a lot of fans come down to. If the star is not in it, they don't want to watch. And then you come up to the 2007 final. You said that I think it was a 6.2 rating. Let's remember, once again, there's a trend. It's the Spurs. Again, yes, a little bit better. Tim Duncan's there. I think Robert Horry's on that roster too. But look who they're playing. They're playing the Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron James. A very young LeBron James. And there's nobody else on the team. So unless you're watching it for LeBron or you're watching it for the Spurs, you're not watching it at all, Paulie. And that's where you get difference. And when you go back to the 60s and all that, that stuff's on tape delay because nobody watched the NBA to begin with back then, let alone the finals. NBA would have been... Here's the thing. That's cool that you brought up the Nielsen ratings, and I get why you did it, but the point of the matter is this. When the Nielsen ratings you sped up between the 60s to like 82, if the NBA lost one franchise, one core franchise, let it be the Knicks or the Celtics, the entire league would have folded. And we wouldn't be talking about the NBA. So when you sit there and you link the NBA next to WCW, you're wrong. WCW did have stars. They had great stars. They had Goldberg, DDP, Booker T, Chris Benoit, Perry Saturn, Dean Malenko, Chris Jericho. You could ramble off the stars that they had. So you want to talk about, well, they had Hogan and they had Flair and this and that. Here's the thing. Even when Michael was still playing at his best in the mid-90s, you still had remnants of the stars from the 80s. You did. They were just pushed to the side. That's what they were supposed to do. However, when it came to now, you talk about people stopped watching. Because remember, when Michael left, the talent of the NBA dropped. Because not only did you have a lot of kids not going to college and getting a little bit more seasoning, you had a lot of influx of rookie players straight out of high school. And that's a crapshoot to begin with. Yes, you had your good ones like Kevin Garnett, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant. So you had your very few, but for every Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and Kevin Garnett you have a Sebastian Telfair. You have a Julius Miles. You have these players that didn't deserve to be in the league, that were drafted number 1 and 2 overall. Hell, even now, you people make a big thing about college. You still get what was like Bennett, the guy that the Cavs drafted last year, that's not even on the team anymore. So you can't link up the NBA with WCW because WCW had the stars. They just didn't promote them the right way. Well, the NBA did have the stars, and they let Nike promote just one player. So it's different, Paul. It's really different. And before I get too much into this, we're going to bring you a video with me and Jesse soon about really tackling the issue you have with WCW and how they didn't promote stars or they hung around to the 80s guys too much. And with your remnants now of Scene and all that. Because there's the thing, Paulie. You're barking up the right tree in a way. You're just not barking up the right kind of branches. So from me, Robert Vine, on behalf of Jesse DeAngelis, from Pro Talk Elite, Paul, we got one more video coming for you. Hope you like this video. For the rest of the fans watching, like, comment, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thank you all, and have a wonderful day. Have a great night. Bye.